Welcome to the understanding of how important the breath work is and how powerful it is. We often do not realize that at smaller portions in the cellular level, what are the various things going on? So let's begin with some numbers. The numbers are like this. You have each red cell, as you know, contains hemoglobin. And of course, the rest of the stuff with hemoglobin and also the plasma part of it, the surrounding fluid tissue within the cell itself. But the hemoglobin contains the iron, heme and globin, two things. And to recognize that it's a very small unit, but within each cell there are 270 million hemoglobin units. That's huge. That's a huge amount of hemoglobin that's present in each erythrocyte. And now you get each hemoglobin carrying at least four areas, four sections of oxygen. And you multiply that, and it almost becomes close to a billion. And that many units of oxygen carried just by one red cell. Molecules is what I mean, molecules of oxygen. That's an amazing amount of work that is being done. And now, similarly, it's just carbon dioxide which gets exchanged. So vice versa also. And in addition, it also has ability to carry nitric oxide. There's another area of this whole hemoglobin area as carries the nitric oxide. There are different chemical bonds that are there. So that hemoglobin is the capacity with each red cell we have. Now, how do we oxygenate it? The oxygenation is done only by expansion of the alveoli. When the alveoli are not functioning, they're resting. They're not expanded. There are a couple of things happen in this. One, there are some cells lining the capillary and the alveoli. These cells are the cells that are, actually it's within the alveolar system, it's the air sac system. These cells are the one that produce the surfactant. And whenever we don't have stretch is the receptor there. When you stretch the alveolus, then this particular chemical gets stimulated and gets secreted. If you do not stretch it, it will go lazy. Many times when you go to sleep, and when you try to get up, we have stiffness in different areas, and we have to work it out in the morning. Same exact thing happens. And it sort of lays lazy. Now, how many areas lay lazy? So, the practices that we do, different types, are geared towards addressing each and every area of this lung. And we are all familiar with many of these. But today, what we will do in the practical section of this particular video, in the next section that is, we will be actually experiencing some of this to see how we experience this in a different way for our conscious mind to realize.